Hello, everyone. This is going to be a channeled message for everyone, every astrology sign. This is for whoever tunes in humankind, whether you believe in astrology or not. If you believe in the understanding of expansion of consciousness and channeling from spirit as a way to help you and the world, then it's for you. So, what I've been really made aware of lately is that there are many situations that are collapsing in personal lives, both around me, through the comments that I'm seeing come in through the YouTube channel, and clients, personal clients as well. And what I'm really getting to see in all of this is it feels like a lot of chaos and a lot of devastation. And in a lot of cases, it feels like shock. And there are so many different ways to approach this in terms of karma, in terms of psychology, in terms of, patterns that people are now becoming aware of, having to face. They may have been sort of aware of them, but now they're being here to be faced. And so Spirit would like to give you a little bit of insight as to why things are happening at this particular point in time very consistently, not consistently, but with very many people in many different kinds of situations, and a little bit of an insight as to how to work with this during this period of time, because they're really coming in with so much love and with a real desire to assist those of you who are working at living in a higher frequency, living with higher consciousness, who are really aligning with that sense of your high heart, compassion, and all of those things that we associate with an evolved spirit. So this is really how they would like to approach this. There is very, very much love for everyone now. And what you are being asked to do before any explanation is given is to lean into the understanding and to any belief that you have that supports the expression of divine love in your life. You are being reminded that you are an expression of divine love, that it is not something that you have to call in. It is something that you are being invited to open to. Because as you open to it, what you are doing is you are opening yourself. You are opening to the truth and to the reality that you resonate with that love. Now, Spirit knows that when you're facing chaos and those things that feel like destruction and collapse and loss, that it's particularly difficult to stay open to that loving frequency for most people. And while you may have moments of grace within the turmoil, there is a reminder that opening to grace is given freely to everyone. Opening to grace is the key. And it's not a matter of begging for it. It's a matter of acknowledging its presence as your birthright. It's a matter of acknowledging the fact that whatever you're experiencing psychologically, there is another part of you that is embracing the totality of you, the hurts, the wounds, the chaos, the disruption, but that is not affected by it. That is holding the love that is going to help you move through this. You're being asked to remember whatever situation is going on, whatever experience you're having. You don't have to pray God into it. Divine already exists in everything that is going on. So instead of praying and asking for a fix for a situation, what Spirit is reminding you is the divine is already there. You be the tuning fork to wake that up in the other person, the other people, the institution, the political organizations. This is your opportunity to be a tuning fork. Now, Spirit, and I should say right now, my Spirit team, they call themselves the committee. What they are saying is this: please be kind to yourself when you cannot follow these instructions to the degree that you would like to. Please understand that part of your path and your learning is being able, a part of your path and your learning is to go through this experience. And as in many other experiences in life, there is a progressive learning and a progressive ability to do this. It is shaping and reshaping your mind, your physiology, your chemistry, your energy being, so that you are more in alignment with that, and you have more of a personalized experience of that quality of grace, divine intervention, and spirit dimension. And that is part of the whole purpose of being in existence in human form. On a practical level, what they wish you to remember is, while you are in positions of needing to take care of yourselves and manage this, the more grounded you are in your sense of yourself as a divine being, the more grounded you are in your willingness to act as though you are an expression of the divine, the easier it's going to be. And to remember that people who are already grounded in some semblance or some sense of knowing that there is a deeper power, that there is a power and there is a love that goes way beyond the ego. The more able they are going to be to stay stable and strong in this. The people who are experiencing or causing breakdowns in situations are typically the ones who have not yet done the work or enough work to be able to rise above the chaos and the static that is present in the group consciousness of the world around us now. Please remember, we are all susceptible to energy, and we are susceptible in ways that we have not previously been aware of. The fact that there is so much fear within the group conscious mind right now, and there is so much violence and aggression in the energy that is the predominant energy that people are experiencing through the media, through conversations, and that accentuates and exaggerates that fear, and it acts as a tuning fork for people. So the people who have more of that still in their system from unresolved wounds are going to be far more inclined to be affected by it. It means also that their ego structure is going to be more fragile, because if it is linked only to the ego and not to the higher mind, then it means that they are not going to have the ability to choose this frequency as compared to that, and to have the discipline, the intention, the willingness, the desire to align with higher frequency rather than this. So what they are reminding you also in this case is to not blame those people for that path, because that could potentially be their path of learning. It is also important to realize that everybody learns in their own way and in their own time. And even though one who is working with a higher spiritual consciousness cannot always understand someone else not having the ability to understand things at that level, to not understand consideration, compassion, not having the strength to stand for values, not having the awareness of how to love from a higher place, from a compassionate place, how to trust in spirit, how to trust in the divine, how to believe in that. These are all different aspects of how people come in with a certain kind of consciousness. They may grow to it in this lifetime, and they may not. But that is not necessarily a statement of them being below you. They may simply have come into this life with that particular karma in order to experience certain things that they will then use as part of their growth, kind of like their study package as they pass over. Humans do not experience growth consciousness at the same time. It's also important, they're saying, to remember, please, to understand that the imbalance of power between people is going to be exacerbated as you go forward into this time of change. In the past, there has been the experience of people coming together with the intention to compromise, and now the intention is going to be for people who come together, they will come together with the energy of cooperation. As people heal their own wounds around love, human love, and understand the elevated concept of love, starting with self-love and personal care, aligning first with their values and allowing other people to align with their values or not align with their values. The choice of partnerships of every kind are going to change. And that is how elevated community energy is also going to change. The old expression of whenever there are two or more in my name, there I am. I think there's something like that in the Bible. I'm not getting the reference exactly clearly. I'm not educated in the scriptures. The expression, though, however, what they're showing me is this, is that as you experience this, your life, your ability to really tune into that love and that higher frequency. And I just want to express higher frequency in terms of identification with your loving spiritual self. The more you tune into that and apply it to yourself first, the more you will attract people who are of that energy. And that energy is extremely powerful and transformational. And that there you become the tuning fork, and the more that are of that ilk in that same energy, the more people who come together with that energetic frequency together, the more that is going to have an impact on the group consciousness. It's like creating little cells of energy that now are bigger and create a building block as opposed to a building structure, as opposed to just a little tiny rock. So the feeling that Spirit is telling me right now is, as simplistic as this might sound, rest easy, things will get better. That the falling away of the things that you thought were good for you, good enough, are falling away only because they're not in alignment with who you are anymore. And if they were still good for you, if you were still at the same growing level that you were before, they would not be falling away. So you're being asked in the process of this to please remember, whatever, this is me, whatever you must do to take care of yourself on the earth plane, now this is them, please remember that leaning into the energy of the divine and the holy and the sacred, by doing whatever you can do to embody that in yourself as much and as consistently as possible, is going to keep you in flow with the quality of energy that is going to help sort out whatever is going on in your life. Now, is there anything else you would like to say to them right now? It is to stay strong in your knowing of who you really are. Stay strong in belief in divine spirit, unified field of consciousness, unified field of all possibility, anything that is of a frequency that is elevated. Move there. Let your thoughts linger there. Let your heart linger with that, with a sense of gratitude for its existence, so that you bring more of it in, rather than a sense of pain about it not being here already in your life in a way that you can see. It is the most difficult when we see the world around us falling apart. But understand that the world around us falling apart in the big picture, politically, economically, environmentally, and the world falling apart in the structures of our own individual lives, It's an expression of growth. And as difficult as that is, the more you can accept it as an expression of growth while doing whatever it is you need to do as you participate in it in some way, the journey ultimately is an inward journey. And this is where you are being asked to go. To remember when you get taken over by the external forces and experiences, to do your best to stop and reflect inward. Because that's where you're going to find your connection. Truly, truly find your connection to that divine love, to that inner peace that is above and beyond all of the disruption, that understands. And what they're saying to me is not above and beyond all. It's above and beyond, but it's embracing all. It's embracing all of it, because every single one is in the process of learning and growing, or they wouldn't be here on the planet. And it's easy to see and be very angry and upset with those who are not expressing a change. Oh. How can we not look at the news and be upset at the ridiculousness and the stupidity that we see going on, and the hurt and the danger? It's so very difficult not to be affected by it in our human selves, and they understand that. And they're saying, can you hold the truth of that while you are also understanding that there is another layer of existence going on that is overseeing and containing and holding? And can you connect with that energy in you that is part of that bigger piece of this? So I feel like this has gone on a while. I don't know, because I haven't checked the time. And I have a feeling that they would like to say, do you want to say more? No, this is enough. This is enough for now. But they really do want to send you love and support, and to remember that each one of you has your own team of spirit guides and angels to work with. Whatever name you give them. Oh, and there she is, my love. Okay, I think that's a sign that it's time to be done. I leave you with great love and great appreciation for all of you who listen and watch and comment. It has been a great honor for me to be able to work with my guides, and to have it be of genuine benefit to those of you who are listening and offer comments. So I'm still half gone. So I'm just going to leave now and say thank you very much. And I hope this is of help. Take care of yourselves. And I may not do astrology readings for every week, because this weekend is quite occupied for me. But if not for this week, then I'll be back. Take care. Whoops.